Hi everyone and welcome. My name is Kris Anderson. I'm here with addictedtoquack.com. You can also read my work on collegebaseball360.com. I'm coming to you here from the left field at PK Park, where just last night the Ducks escaped with a great victory over the number 23 Arizona Wildcats. It was the aces starting for both pitchers on the mound, Tyler Anderson for Oregon, Kurt Herrera for the Wildcats, and neither performance disappointed. The Ducks entered the 8th inning tied 2-2 with Arizona Wildcats ace still on the mound. He retired the first two holders before Tyler Caressa reached base, forcing the Wildcats to pull their pitcher, putting in Bryce Bandia. Bandia came in and subsequently hit Jack Martyr on a 3-2 breaking ball that landed about 4 feet in front of him. And who else would it be to come up with 2 outs, 2 runners on in a tie game in the bottom of the 8th inning but the struggling Casey Cerna, who was not starting for his 3rd game in a row. Cerna came into the bat saying he was confident that he was going to be able to get the hit, and he did. He drove the ball past second base and into right field, scoring the eventual game-winning run. The Ducks would tag the Arizona Wildcat bullpen for one more in the 8th inning. And Tyler Anderson would close it out for his first complete game of the year, and the Ducks would escape with a 4-2 victory on Thursday night here at PK Park. Some of the stars for the Ducks last night: first off, Brett Thomas in the number 2 hole went 3 for 4, Ryan Hambright went 2 for 4 with an RBI, and Jack Martyr went 2 for 2 with an RBI. In all, the Ducks tallied 11 hits, while Tyler Anderson held the Wildcats to only 3 while striking out 9. However, the Ducks struggled for their continuity at the plate. They left many runners on, and continuity was one of the words that head coach George Horton used last week to describe his team's ability to hit, but yet still were leaving runners on base. In all, in that series against the USC Trojans last weekend, the Ducks left 27 runners on base, and it was pretty much the same story last night. Casey Cerna, whose season to this point has pretty much been defined by his struggles at the plate as well as his struggles in the field, did come up and get a clutch base hit when the Ducks desperately needed it. And the Ducks have struggled to get clutch base hits all year long. However, the Arizona reliever he faced did have an ERA over 4. And when he came in, he ended up hitting Jack Martyr on a 3-2 breaking ball that landed about 4 feet in front of him in the dirt. When Cerna came to the plate, first 2 pitches were high fastballs that clearly got away from the Arizona reliever. From then on out, it was pretty clear that he was only throwing fastballs, and he was only throwing them outside. I don't want to take anything away from Casey Cerna's at-bat, but it was a predictable pitch. He knew what was coming. I knew it was coming. George Horton knew it was coming. And he did what he should have done with the pitch. He did drive it the other way, and he did get the base hit. But I wouldn't be surprised if Cerna is sitting out his 4th straight game today when the Ducks take on Arizona later on. The Oregon Ducks will face off with the Arizona Wildcats tonight here at PK Park. The Arizona Wildcats are ranked number 23 in the country, yet they stood about middle of the pack in the Pac-10 standings, and they only have a 5-8 record in conference play. With an offense loaded with talent, 6 of the 9 starters last night were hitting above 300, while the first 2 hitters in the lineup were hitting above 400, and the 8 and 9 hitters were hitting well above 300. It had me thinking, how is this team 5-8 in conference play? I got my answer when Arizona had to go to their bullpen, and just the game fell apart for the Wildcats after that. It'll be interesting to see if the Ducks are able to get to the Arizona Wildcats bullpen tonight, and hopefully this time do what George Horton is hoping that they do, and that's find continuity in the lineup and string hits together rather than scatter them, like I said before. On the hill for the Ducks will be Madison Bohr, who is coming off a rough outing last weekend against USC. This will probably be the toughest challenge he's faced all year. For Addicted to Quack, I'm Kris Anderson.